Good morning, my fellow human beings. I greet you like this morning because I want you to feel respected. I want you to feel respected because we all need to make each other feel respected more often. It makes people feel good about themselves, confident. We don't do that enough. I see something happening to my nation right now. I'm not going to go on, but I ran into somebody at the grocery store. They said minimum wage got raised 65 cents. And he said, not really. Technically, I had a 65-cent decrease in my wage. I said, how'd that happen? He said, well, if everybody on low income minimum wage got a 65-cent raise, then technically I make 65 cents less now because they make more. Oh, that's some bad math, my friend. You're looking for a reason to hate somebody over your position. You're choosing to pick on the lesser, weaker person, the welfare recipient, when in fact the real problem is our government. Our government, since Jean Chrétien, has been squeezing the middle class and upper middle class towards welfare, closing the gap, trying to supposedly bring up the standard of living of people with less money. But the fact is, every penny that you've been given for a raise was taken away by a tax. You were given a raise in your wages so that you didn't freak out about heavier taxation. Inflation is imaginary. Inflation is driven by greed, the government, and its desire, like Black John of Robin Hood, to collect as much tax as it possibly can. So they have the CRA out doing studies. They know exactly how much we make, how many hours a week we work, how many hours we watch TV, how many dollars they can tax us, and we will still have just enough to pay rent and the phone. Well, we'll be in debt. We'll be a month behind on some stuff. And that's how tight they tax us to our dollar. We pay at least 55% of our money in taxes. People would say, no way. Well, you're paying $20 for a $3 package of cigarettes. The rest of it is taxes. You're paying $50 for a $9 bottle of liquor. The rest of it is taxes. The only thing they're not claiming the taxation you on is food. But they're making their money or they wouldn't be in the business. We have a problem, and that problem is the government. The government has decided to cancel out the free and liberal people of Canada. And that's obvious. Like from Chrétien on, they got rid of TRW. They got rid of RCA. They got rid of Raytheon. They got rid of all of the big factories, Pillsbury, Campbell's Soup, all of the big hirers in our nation. Chevrolet, Toyota, Honda, Ford. All of our big employers, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8,000 people per industry, gone. Pink, 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 pink. Our government. Free trade. We're gonna do you a favor. Only favors you did was for Ukraine. Not for Canadians. Certainly not for the indigenous people of Canada or anything to do with truth and reconciliation. Another We Charity scam. Well, I gave them all their money. No, you gave it to a bunch of people who were not from our culture to stand over us and give to us, and they decided that we weren't worthy. That's our government. I want to be pissed off and go downtown, but it's not going to do me any good, because as soon as they're gone, the next person who's not indigenous running for Métis Council because they want that check, it's got nothing to do with our welfare. So that is why they shouldn't be running, because their intention is financially oriented as opposed to for the well-being of the people. Right? That's what created the problem we're having right now in the overall mainstream government of Justin Trudeau. Agreed. You know, he's decided that we're not worthy of helping. Why would I help him? I can just take until the end of my... Like, does he not understand? Eventually, you have to leave. You can't serve forever in Canada. Fucking King Justin keeps knocking my fucking books off the table. Come here, Loki. Oh, yeah, so we gotta do something about our government. Our government is squeezed, and they are squeezing the middle class. You know? These guys driving fucking cranes and tractor trailers and heavy equipment and doing the deed, building our nation. Trade workers. Licensed medical workers. Skilled. You should be making $50 an hour. Yes. Welfare needs to be brought up, because the people who receive welfare are still receiving like $750, $800 a month. And the people who receive ODSP are still only receiving $1,000 a month. And I went and I freaked out at my worker because I need more money. I can't live on that. And she said, well, go back to work. We'll let you make another $1,000 a month. Oh, so I just have to go get a job and make another $1,000 a month. Okay. What about the debilitating brain injury, PTSD, and personality disorders that make it impossible for me to function in a public setting properly for a long period of time? I'm on disability because I'm disabled. I don't have the ability to go out and make $1,000 like... Oh yeah, I do, but I don't have the ability to organize it. I'm fucked. So they're not gonna help me. I'm stuck at $1,000 a month per life. And if I make money, they take it away from me dollar for dollar. Yes, it's enforced poverty, right? Like, they're gonna help you through the hard time. Once you're on it, you're fucked. They're gonna help you through your hard time. Say somebody who broke their leg. Then they get better. And the way the government works this system is that, okay, now your leg's better and you're working. You're gonna keep getting disability until you are fully back at work. But we'll give you the 1,000, and then you work, and then the first 1,000 you make pays us back the 1,000 we gave you. And then the next 1,000 you make, you keep 500 of, and we take 500 of. towards the 5,000 we gave you last month. It's really steep, fast, hardcore demanding in its repayment system, to a point where it's almost impossible for a person to get off the system once they've been on it for a period of time. Let alone people who are truly disabled and need it for a long term. So, society becomes angry at each other as a mass group. The trades workers and professionals groups become angry at the welfare worker case because the welfare case or the disability person got a 65-cent raise. And they're angry at one class angry at another class. But it's the government that did it to us. Okay? Yes, people on welfare don't just need a 65-cent increase. Or people on low minimum wage don't just need a 65 increase. Minimum wage needs to be $35 an hour. Skilled trade workers should be making $50 to $60 an hour. The cost of living is doubled, therefore the hourly wage has to double. And then the guys are going to sit back and say, well, we're going to have to raise the triple the cost of living again. No, you don't. That is protectionism and predatory banking or financial behavior, which means that the people on the top are saying, okay, overall building housing and stuff like that, we're not making any money, so we're not going to build any houses. Over here, we're making all kinds of money. We have to make at least that 10 million, okay? Or we're going to shut down. Oh, okay, so all right, so then the workers, they get 26 bucks an hour. They should be getting 52, 55. They're getting 26 because the people on the top, they don't want to cut into that 10 million. This is what I want to make. So chop up what's left and try and make it happen. Yeah. And so these project managers, employers, developers, architects, everybody making it happen for the amount of money that people get living on disability. $1,600, $2,000 a month. Yeah. So make that a week? Not very fucking many. But they're making it happen for the same amount of money people on disability. No, they should be getting double their wage. And that is a problem with the government, not each other. We need to come together and understand that people who are on disability, poverty, old age, we need to live too. And the cost of living has doubled. The cost of food is shot through the roof. We need to live. We need $2,000 a month for a single person to survive. It's just the way it is. And we get 1,000. So a person who's working for a living now has to pay insurance, fuel, transportation, employees, materials. You know, these guys, they deserve their $55 an hour. They deserve to be able to come home, sit in comfort on their couch, and when the child says, Dad, I want a new bike, he can say, yeah, you know what, honey, here's the card, go get him one. That's the way it should be in Canada. It's not. We're fighting over toilet paper in the street with each other. We should be going after Justin fucking Trudeau and stopping him in his political tracks. The only way to do that is to vote Poilievre, because a vote for the Bloc, a vote for NDP, a vote for anybody else is a vote for Liberal. Justin Trudeau has this whole Canadian political system at his feet. Why is it that Justin Trudeau is not even trying to defeat Justin Trudeau? He's just assuming he's going to win. And they're lowest in the polls. Quebec assumes Liberals are going to win. We got to make deals with them. Help them gain their minority power so we can keep getting these blackmail deals. Everybody is corrupt. The only way out of this for our nation now is a conservative vote. We need to stop this in its tracks. We need to stop fighting with each other and hating on each other because you feel like you lost 65 cents in your identity because somebody who's very, very poor got a lift. You know, no, it's not who you should be mad at. You should be mad at the government because realistically, your trades and professional workers' wages did not get raised with inflation. Neither did minimum wage. The government of Canada allowed the inflation to run rampant and free for decades without raising the pay level with the cost of living. And employers enjoyed that, the friends of the government. And we know that now, that these employers are friends of the government, friends of Trudeau's, friends of Harper, friends of Chrétien. Oh, dear Canada, please save us. We need to vote for the Progressive Conservatives, Pierre Poilievre. The choice is yours. Take with you the information you need. God bless you all. For really.